Today's topic is going to center around the struggle with self-validation. Hello, beautiful people. It's JC, and I hope you're having a great day. And like I said at the beginning of the video, today's topic is going to center around self-validation and the struggles of seeking validation through others. Before I continue this video, if you could please take a second to check out the link tree. I've attached my TikTok on there. I post there daily content of my workouts and just any motivation that you might need throughout your day. And I hope you enjoy the video. Yes, struggles with validation. This topic is very personal to me because I've always been a person who has struggled with being confident in myself, having the self-respect and self-love. So because of that, I tend to lean more on the validation that others, or in gratification that others have given me. And that's not to say that I don't love myself or that I don't respect myself, but I didn't feel that enough as much as I should have. So because of that, I tend to push away and hide things of my own personal life, of things that I like, because I'm embarrassed of what other people might think. And it doesn't make any sense considering that friends, loved ones, these are people who should accept you no matter what, and they would. But it's an internal thing, right? It's all an internal thing. And this is something that I've struggled with recently. Today, I had a thought in my head of, why am I going out of my way to say things or do things in a certain manner to please others? Being something that I'm not. Whenever I know that's not who I am, I know that's not something I normally would say, and act out of character. Recently, I posted something on TikTok where it delivered a message that was selfish and negative. And I immediately got the feedback from that on comments. And I would never want to make someone feel uncomfortable or be egotistical to where my content is pushing out a narrative where I think I'm better than everyone else, when I don't. I don't appreciate people who try to make themselves better than everyone, because at the end of the day, everyone goes through their own struggles and everyone should love each other equally. And I want to try to push positivity as much as I can and moving forward in human growth in a positive way, instead of trying to push down other people for self-benefit. So I had to take down the video and I put a different title on it, a different caption on it that felt more like me and more towards what the message I wanted to push out. When I had pushed out that video, I was just in a different mood where I was upset and I wasn't in the right mind. In the moment, I wasn't thinking. And that kind of goes back to the self-validation thing and doing things out of your character. Sometimes things that happen in our lives can push us to do things that we normally wouldn't do and be someone that's not us based off what else we see on social media or how the people in our lives say things and how they act. And I've struggled with that, feeling like I need to act like somebody else in order to get the same attention that they do. And I sometimes focus on that too much, to the point where I self-sabotage myself in the future. And the more I grow and the more I learn, I'm only 21 years old. I'm still learning a lot in life. I'm learning to be myself. I'm learning to embrace who I am. Professional wrestling, for instance, is something I've always been interested in since I was a little kid. And more recently have I been more comfortable with telling people that. Because at the end of the day, if you have something you're passionate about, something you enjoy, no matter how embarrassing or corny you might think it is, who cares? I've learned that in order for you to be truly happy with yourself, you have to love every single part of you. And that is the confident side that involves all the things you do right, everything that other people love, that you love, and on the other side, the embarrassing things, the vulnerable things, the things that you might not feel so comfortable telling everyone or feel somewhat embarrassed about. Be proud of that, because both of those sides, the good, not even necessarily the bad, but the embarrassing, and there is sometimes things that you feel like you are not so great about, you should always be comfortable with all of that, because that is what makes you, you. And no one should ever hate you or try to put you down because of that. I don't like or appreciate people who put someone else down because of whatever is going on in their life. No matter what is going on in your life, you should never put somebody else down for your own personal gain. At the end of the day, we're all human. We're all living our one and possibly only life. So what is the point of hating on others? I've had that problem too growing up, where I hated on people just to stick out with with everybody else. And I've learned to regret those actions, those mean comments that I said to people back then, because you never know how that can affect somebody else. But because I was seeking validation from people around me, I did things that were not me. The one thing I said recently in one of my videos was to not dwell in the sadness, but to thrive in the happiness. The sadness sometimes involves doing things that aren't you. Thriving in the happiness means staying true to your character and to who you truly are. Don't let anyone tell you who you are and who you're meant to be in this world, because only you can determine that. Don't let something bad, don't let how somebody else talks to you determine how the rest of your day goes, the rest of your week, the rest of your year, the rest of your life. Don't let it affect you negatively. Don't let it affect you, because we as humans grow. Through the good and the bad, we're going to grow and we're going to become better because of these experiences. Short-term validation from somebody else will not heal you. It won't make you feel any better. Maybe in that moment it will. And in that moment it's gonna feel like the right thing because it makes you feel good. But you have to focus on healing. You have to focus on being yourself and bettering yourself. And yeah, it's the longer process. That's why we as humans lean towards the short-term gratification, the possibly more petty side of things. But through the long process, yes, it's gonna sting more. Yes, it's long and no one likes to take time in things, but with patience, there comes reward. Comes reward that after all is said and done, after all the time you put into yourself, no matter how long it took, it's gonna be worth it. Because whenever you do think about whatever you're going through in life later down the road, it's not gonna affect you. And you won't be seeking validation through somebody else ever again, because you know that you're enough. You know that however quirky, however goofy, whatever it is that makes you into the person that you are, that is enough, and that is all you should ever try to thrive to be. Thrive in the happiness. And I hope whoever it is that's watching this, whether it's one person, two people, I hope my experiences and my conversations through here help. Because even if it affects one person to the point where they can talk to me or spread this message to somebody else, then I did what I wanted to do on here. And that means a lot. And for those who have made it this far in the video, thank you for taking some time out of your day to hear about my day and things I want to put out in the world and the messages I want to put out in the world. And remember that every single day, no matter how hard or easy it can be, you are one day closer to achieving your goals.